my career was in the Air Force. And when Saigon fell, my friends were left, well, they started escaping, all the guys I'd been flying with. And so I started trying to help them resettle. The motivation came out of my own relationship with people in the Far East. They had welcomed me in almost every place I'd been, and I wanted to reciprocate to some degree. There were two people that were particularly helpful. One was my wife, who continually supported me and helped me until she was no longer able to help. The other was a Miss Yen Nguyen, and Miss Yen was always able to give me guidance and contacts within the Vietnamese community. The Vietnamese community is the one I worked with the longest, along with the Lao and Cambodians. And that was from 75 up until about 95 or 96. Someone was telling me, though, that they think probably the funniest incident, in a certain way, was that we had a whole village of fishermen come from Vietnam, wives and children and daddies. They all left because their priest said, you should all leave to get escape from the Vietnamese. And they stayed together in the camps. It was interesting trying to find them apartments, but invariably the whole neighborhood complained that they had taken the screens off the windows and laid them in the yard to dry their fish on. We at that time had to take action. What could I pass on? Probably was that, and my wife would love this, when I met her, I was very shy. I had difficulty meeting people, difficulty speaking in public. But here was something brand new, having to talk with strangers on a daily basis, talk with people in different communities. I learned over that period that, hey, it doesn't really matter who you are or where you came from. When you ask a question and try to get help or try to do something, people don't look at who you are or what you did. They just look at what has to be done. If you're shy, you do have to overcome that. You do have to be able to say, well, I need help. Help me out with this. I don't have that shyness anymore. I can approach anyone and talk to them about what it is. But I think it was also an evolution.